Hello everyone and welcome back to Wolf Quest, Dawn of the Wolves, and we're here with Dawn and her mate Onyx as they unwind in the late evening next to the riverbank and prepare to cross with their two surviving puppies. So last time was quite a bit of a shock because we did unfortunately lose another puppy. Little Boulder was watching as his parents trained him and his siblings in the art of hunting the cow elk, and the next thing you know, Boulder accidentally slipped into the water and drowned. And I think his accidental drowning has actually made Onyx and Dawn very hesitant to take their puppies across the river. So instead of trying to cross at this crossing, after a little bit of a rest, I think that they have decided to try to walk along the river and see how far they can go before it perhaps becomes shallow enough, such as down here, to be able to cross and take their puppy safely into Douglas Fir slopes. I also think that they're very, very leery of Saddle Meadows now after having run into that mysterious stranger wolf with blue markings, which was quite intense, who seemed to almost make it so that an entire pack of coyotes descended upon our den at the last minute. That was a little bit dramatic last time that happened. All right, let's feed our puppies. Quartz and Moose, I feel like, were two of the strongest and healthiest puppies from our litter. And let's go ahead and grab some food before we get too far from our wonderful, wonderful cow elk over here. I'm going to hopefully keep Onyx with me so he doesn't run off and pluck a puppy up and drag them all the way back into the forest, so we're going back and forth all the time. But I feel like these two don't really trust this mountain because they don't know what happened. Those odd stranger wolves who were showing up, and then what happened afterward with all the coyotes. There's something nefarious in these woods, and they're just a very young wolf pack. We don't even have 10,000 experience yet. So I feel like Dawn and Onyx are a little bit young still, even with one litter of wolf pups with them. Come on, you two. And they don't know how to handle that kind of confrontation with a very, very clever fellow predator. So we're going to work on bringing our puppies down along the riverbank and just work on focusing on getting them to the summer forest. They're old enough now that we can move them, so I don't think that these two want to have any fond memories of sticking around a dangerous den. Let's go ahead and grab Quartz. Maybe we can give these little ones a better run for... There we go. And we'll search along the side of the riverbank. I think that would be something good for these two to do as well. All right, come on, Moose. I don't want to leave you too far behind either. I guess I can't carry both puppies all the time, but we'll do our best. All right, caught up with Quartz. There we go. You two are getting too big for Mom to carry, that's for sure. And then we'll give the riverbank a little bit of a good sniff and just see what's going on over here. See if we stumble on anything new. Or find a really convenient spot to easily cross the river. That would be very nice. All right, where's our two little ones? Come on, Moose. Come on, Quartz. It's going to be just a long, late night walk with these ones, I think. They actually rolled easy again, which I'm super grateful for, so we won't be fighting off predators every 2 seconds. But they've already suffered a lot of losses, even though the challenges were not set too high. And I'm hoping that's just because of their inexperience. And of course, me getting back into the flow of things again, too. All right, Onyx has grabbed Moose. Wonderful. Let's see. I'll try grabbing Quartz, because I don't like leaving one puppy behind in these tall grasses. All right, come on, Moose. We caught up with you guys a lot faster than I thought. All right, good. So they're all coming. And then we're working our way towards the summer forest. We've already fully trained the puppies, so they know how to hunt elk. What? 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 I don't see any food. I hear the elk music, but I see no elk. Onyx, what is this about? How odd. Alright, well, we'll continue moving to the summer forest. Alright, come on, little Quartz. We've got plenty of food for you guys. I wonder what that is about. Are we about to run into a moose? That would be very useful if we were about to run into a moose. Alright, it's just a slow walk all the way along the river. I'll kind of scout the river while we wait for the puppies to join us. Alright, let's see. Nothing along here. There's the big the big mountainside. We don't really have any more challenges, but I feel like maybe pretty soon here, Dawn, especially after having lost a couple puppies and realizing how hard that is. All right, so there's Moose. Let's go grab Quartz. Maybe we'll just start carrying them a little bit more actively. Might as well, because we can cover a lot of ground with them. All right, come on, and we'll run back to Moose. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh, they're so heavy. We can't carry him for long. Look at Moose. I think Moose is like a darker black color. That's pretty exciting. Yeah, we don't have any challenges left, and we don't have any ancestor blessings, and we don't have any ancestor stories to pass on, because Dawn is a newer wolf at this. So far, this is a really safe path. I wonder if we should have just chased more elk down here. It'd be fun if the elk kind of showed up in a few more random spots than they currently do. All right, you two, hang on. Mom and Dad are just gonna check and see if this is a safe spot to cross. I think it is, if I remember correctly. If you just kind of shoot straight across, then the next thing you know, boom, the open fields to the summer forest, which would be very useful. All right, well, let's go get our puppies. But what do you guys think that Dawn and Onyx have learned from this experience? I feel like if they hadn't waffled so long trying to decide what to do with Fawn, if they had just made a strict decision and carried all the way through it, that may have been really helpful. But I also wonder, let's see, and there's little Moose. I also think they should have done some more hunting closer to the den and been able to understand that the first little bit while you train your puppies is a very slow process to leave the den. And maybe if they had done more hunting around the den, we wouldn't have had to go so far for food constantly. And we would have been able to be a little bit more protective when the puppies left the den for the first time, because they seem to be extremely vulnerable at that time. So that's something that I would definitely think they would do better with their next litter. And it looks like we might actually hit the summer forest today, which means you guys may have an opportunity to vote on the side story that we would have between the litters. All right, let me grab Moose. And it's been very interesting. All right, Moose, you sit right there. Don't fall into the water. I think both your parents are very nervous to have you so close to water. Come on, Quartz. I don't know what Onyx is up to, but we'll let him do whatever he's doing. All right, we'll wait for just a second to catch all of our breath, and then we'll go ahead and grab a puppy. All right, this river crossing is gonna take it out of me. I can already sense it. All right, let's grab Quartz. And straight across. Go, 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 go. Puppy is not drowning. Puppy is not gonna drown. All right. Quartz, as high up as I can put you. There we go. All right, and is Onyx going to bring Moose? Because that would be amazing if Onyx could bring Moose to us. All right, come on, Onyx. Come on, Moose. Good thing we gave him a full tummy before they went, eh, Quartz? All right, I'm going to go ahead and feed Quartz. And Onyx has found, I think, the more ideal path. All right, come on, Quartz. Let's go meet your dad and your brother. But we will, I feel like it's a lot easier since we don't have a bit of a challenge to get to the summer forest, but look how easy it is when you have just 2 puppies. So I think what we'll do next time is we'll see if we have a continual challenge like we have done in the past. So even when we have really easy nights like this, there is something to keep us on our toes. Though, you know, trying to get the puppies the last little stretch. Sometimes we have huge storms arrive, or, you know, a sudden grizzly bear. It is nighttime, so what if we run into a cougar? There's some problems like that. We've already fully trained our puppies, so really we're just kind of making a straight shot for the summer forest now. And I think we'll end up with Moose and Quartz just fine. But next up will be the time where you guys get to vote and decide what kind of side story we'll have. Usually what we do in between the litters, each wolf is granted 3 litters before we move on to the next generation, unless they happen to die or something extremely dramatic happens at that point. And we usually do a side story between each litter so we can get to know the puppies from that litter a little bit better and give them their own unique challenge and their own unique way to add their story to the wolf pack's legacy for all time. And it looks like we'll have Moose and Quartz to pick from, or we may do a special side challenge where we might spend the winter with Dawn and Onyx and give them a challenge to face, and they would have to face it during winter. But the boost would be anything they got to hunt or anything they got to pursue during winter might serve as a possible food source for their second litter. Or we might even see about just having Dawn or Onyx maybe explore around and maybe walk with one of the ancestors. Or even we could dig deep into the background and maybe have an ancestral story. And I could pick one of the ancestors that we used to work with and just have a little play with them. But I think playing with Moose or Quartz and having a side story with them would be the most fun. All right, I think we're going to easy peasy make it there. Let's try to make things a little bit more dramatic. Let's go ahead and we're going to pick up little Moose. All right, nope. What are you doing? All right, let's pick up Moose. And we're going to make a run for the forest because I think we can actually do this. All right, we'll go as far as we can. There's Moose. I feel like he's just a lot more clingy. Quartz seems a lot more independent, actually, which is a pretty cool trait for her to have. And then we'll wait till we get our energy back. And then Quartz is almost here. All right, we'll snag her. Come on, Quartz. All right, Quartz. Yeah, look, I tried to pick her up. I hit the keys to pick her up and she is like, nope. So Quartz is very independent. Moose is a lot more clingy. I wonder if his goal would be to build like a nice big pack or something. I wonder how we could do that in a challenge for a side story, because that would be pretty fun. Maybe have him introduce himself to all 3 of the wolf packs in a friendly manner over in the, what is that? The Lost River. So maybe he could go to the Lost River and introduce himself to all the wolf packs there. Maybe he's a very personable wolf and just kind of wants to know who's who and what's what. All right, come on, Quartz. Come on. Yes, all right. And these 2 are almost to the summer forest. If everything goes all right, we're just gonna like saunter right in, no problem. It seems like avoiding most of the predators by hunting at night or like traveling by night is a pretty smart thing to do. And that might end up being one of our challenges in the future too. Maybe we'll have new dens in quotation marks that we could pick along the way. And we would say that maybe a wolf would only be able to travel at night or maybe only during day for some sort of challenge reason. And we'd have to stay around the den and stay with our puppies a little bit longer and learn a little bit more about them as a result. But as you saw, that also means that we have more dangers. All right, let's go ahead. Quartz, let's get you all the way up into this forest. Hopefully your dad will grab Moose. Oh, is this the spot? Guys! All right, the rendezvous spot. Quartz, come on up. Now we just need to get little Moose. Is Moose gonna climb his way up? Oh, I feel bad because Moose is like our most clingy wolf pup. So let's grab him and run on up. I can't run. My puppies are too big for me to run with them, but we're gonna make it. All right, which means that you guys get to vote. I mean, we have lost puppies literally as we get here, but yes, this time we didn't. This time it was just fine. All right, that went both like harder and smoother. All the challenge parts actually worked out fine, but the normal predation parts of being preyed on, or like an accident. I did not see losing Boulder to the river, I will say that. But that is Dawn and Onyx's very first litter of pups. We have made it safely with Moose and Quartz, and we have gotten them up to almost 10,000 experience points. We've also sampled a little bit of what it is like to have you guys vote on the fate of our wolves. We've explained a ton of the rules, so now we have built all of our rule sets. You guys know what it is like when we are choosing a mate, how you can do mate submissions. You guys know about the puppies and picking different paths for what could happen to our wolves, some of which are really obvious, like picking a den, and some of which are really kind of oblique and you're not really sure what you're getting into, like pick your own adventure paths that we have in our polls. And now we are going to take a break between Dawn and Onyx's first and second litter to vote on doing a side story. Should we do a winter special with Dawn and Onyx, where they would have a special challenge and they would hunt during the winter to fulfill that challenge or whatever other aspect of the challenge there is, which would also give them a possible huge prey boost for their next litter. Or should we follow Moose or Quartz on their own special side story with their own special challenge, so they have a chance to show off their story and add their chapter to the legacy? So the poll will be in the top right of the video as always. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Now that we've explained everything, the future litters are going to go a lot faster for their setup, and we'll probably come up with some more challenges because that went a little bit fast for my taste. I kind of wanted to spend more time getting to know the puppies. So we really may start having spots where we'll leave the den and maybe go to a training den, and maybe we'll wiggle our way down there that way. Or maybe some of the challenges will just be a little bit more goal focused, so that we'll spend more time with our puppies and more time to get to know them. But let me know what you guys think. If just moving forward at a fast pace is fine, then we'll just do that instead. Oh, and then just a reminder, if you guys are interested in sending in the fan art that I show at the beginning of each video, you can find the mailforseri@gmail.com fan mail email in the video description. So I hope you guys have enjoyed. I'm kind of stunned. I'm very I really didn't expect Boulder to just slip into the water like that. And I really am actually missing having a sense of the ancestors and remembering their stories, and also having the companion wolf stories to tell. When I would read off your guys' role play suggestions and little scenes where you would describe what happened with our wolves during our gameplay. So we might be introducing that in the future too. But Summer of the Wolves has only just begun, so we will have many more litters with Dawn and Onyx in the future, and we will have plenty of opportunities to refine how we have things going so that all of our Winter and Summer of the Wolves specials will move at a much faster pace. So I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!